Right, so straight off the bat, the computer is frozen up again, and it's getting rather annoying. But anyway, I've got to make a decision at some point in terms of doing these live streams with this present setup, because we've just started, we've already had a lockup, and the prospects are not that great the way it's going. But anyway, we'll stick with this as far as we can. But if it happens again, I'm just going to pull the plug, because it's really annoying for me with this happening far too often now. But Coldest Pillow, who lost the lag in this first rack, Fast Eddie obviously didn't pot the red, the 3-ball from the break, or didn't get a carom because he's got no score on the board, or if he did get a score he may have lost it all in a foul. I'll never know that. But Coldest Pillow's off to a pretty good start. But he misses a carom. But he has a run of 32, which he's got on the board. So how's Fast Eddie for a response? So stay above the 3-ball, looking for a line from 3 to 5. Looks good for the force follow. This, I think it might, it's too straight. Definitely can't get it this time. Probably have to play the draw off the 5-ball, try and get to the 1. Unless he thinks he can squeeze that, but no, he's going to play the draw. And he hasn't quite got the line. Again, this just needs to be gentle to keep the 3-ball in play for a pot. he's got it far too. He hasn't taken enough of the 3 ball, so now he's got to recover with this 5 ball down into the bottom corner. Trying to nudge that 3 ball over the top left, but he's okay. He's good as far as the pot goes. Now these are the trickier ones at an angle, the force follow, but he's nailed it. So somewhere in the middle of the table up top would give him a shot from the 5 to the 1. And that's the line he's trying to hold. He doesn't want to go too far, it could be dead in line. And he's okay. Well, the run ends on 19. So Fast Eddie looking for a response this time. Get rid of that deficit. Oh dear. I think that was clean. Yeah, didn't touch anything. Well, the only good thing about it is he didn't have a lot of score on the board there. Now, how costly is that going to be, that mistake? Well, there's a big bit of separation here now. His only pot is a 3 ball, and even if he does stay up above the 3 ball, he's got a lot of distance to go to get the carom. Well, this is when the game becomes difficult, when you're playing things like this at a distance. And that's what happens. So again, just a short contribution by Coldest Pillow, and Eddie's getting yet another opportunity to try and get it back in line. Now, good afternoon to Interchange. It's just a quick word to you. Right at the start of this live stream, my computer locked up again, right at the start. So a word of warning. If it happens again, that's me done for the day. I won't be doing any more because this is just annoying, having this locking up. It was annoying when it actually just rebooted. So now it's just freezing and locking up completely, and it happens straight away. So I've drawn the line. If it happens again, that's it. It's we're done and dusted with it. We'll have to leave it as it is. Somebody else will have to do the streams because this is just frustrating for me doing this. You know, it was barely 5 minutes old, barely 5 minutes started, and it just locked straight up. You know, the screen, there's no movement in VP4, and it's not until you move the mouse that you realise everything's locked up, and then you see that the live stream on my phone is buffering. That's the only time you realise that nothing's actually happening and it locks up. So it happened, what, 3 times last night. It's happened already today. So you know the prospects are a bit pointless trying to do live streams with this happening on far too regular a basis. It really frustrates us. But this is Fast Eddie about his probably 5th opportunity to try and get back into this first rack here. This is fairly thin. He's got to be careful. And that's what I mean about fairly thin. He got it far too thick. And that angle there was sort of in between a force follow and the thin edge. But if you're going to play the thin edge, it has to be thin. And the tendency is always to hit it too thick. And so Fast Eddie once again has fallen short of the mark. He's had at least 3 opportunities to put a score together, and he hasn't been able to do it yet. So he's trailing and going to be further behind, provided his Coldest fellow can dig himself out a hole here, because this is a thin cut. That might be in line. Almost is, but I think the 5 ball is going to go around the corner. He'll have a clear run to the 1 ball. But he hasn't picked a line. So again, Fast Eddie coming to the table with a chance. So whenever you lose racks like this, you know, you can't say you didn't have any opportunities. The opportunities have been thick. There have been plenty of them. Well, chose to play the force follow rather than the pot. I don't know why. But again, at that distance, to me, the pot, even though the pot might have not been a gimme, it was probably still easier than trying to pick the line for the force follow. And again, this is one of these awkward ones where you should really go to the rail and bump the 1. And he's trying to get that now. Did he get anything in that 5 ball? Yes, he did. Very thin indeed. But still short of the mark. Can't get to 90. Well, you know, this could be one of these racks where Coldest Pillow is going to regret not getting into these caroms and enforcing that lead. Because the longer you start taking to get there, the more likely your opponent's going to, you know, eventually put something together. At least that's what Fast Eddie's hoping, because he's had plenty of chances. Just hasn't been able to get into the groove. So, well, this time the cue ball wants to run onto the 5 ball in this pot, I think. So he's more than likely going to have to try and just finish above the diamonds here. Something like that to play a carom onto the 5 from the 3. But he's looking at the 1 ball. So whatever he's doing here, it's going to be a big distance. Yeah, this is not anywhere remotely nearly where you want to be. Now he could have a 2-in-1 shot off that 3 ball up top, trying to go to the 5 and down to the 1. But again, he either doesn't like the shot or doesn't see it at all. To me, it's more than obvious. You have a go at the 3 to the 5, and if you don't get the 5, you might get the 1. That increased your odds on staying at the table. So Eddie's been messing about and still only in 45. Well, got the hit. Now, if he's going to pot the 3, I think he's got to run the cue ball a bit here. Got to let it run out. Now you see, that's no good. I mean, you had to let that cue ball run out so that he could come into the middle of the table. Maybe at distance, but at least he would still have had a shot at the 3-5. This is no good. And yet he is still short of 90. Well, I can't believe that Fast Eddie's going to mess about here for this first half hour or so and not been able to put something together. I can't believe that. I mean, the more often he's come to the table, the more likely he's going to warm up, and you'd expect that to happen. You know, he's too good a player not to find a little run. But no sooner do I say that, he's about to lose what he's got because he's scratching. And that's another disaster. Well, this is probably going to be the beginning of the end in this rack here for Fast Eddie. The Coldest pillow, I wonder if there's any confusion here, but because the 1 ball is live, the 1 ball is in play. It's on its spot and it's effectively out of the kitchen with ball in hand. So if he stays in the kitchen, he can, and again he's a bit too close, you see. You know, you want to be a wee bit more open. I mean, you should still hit the 5, but you want to be a wee bit further back, give yourself a bit of room to work with. You don't want to get too much on that. So at last, Coldest pillow, after 24 minutes, has got to 90. Draw to the rail onto the 5. Nope, playing the big stunt. What does that look like from his end? Again, he's trying to go really thin, but the problem with this, if really thin, you could end up potting the 1 ball. Yeah, but again, that was too thick. But that type of shot there is dangerous because if he did get that thin and get the hit, he's more likely to pot the 1 doing that. So Coldest pillow run, well, the run there, the 3 takes him into the 90s. And Fast Eddie's still messing about here. Well, I think he should stun this 3 ball in quite firm, get that cue ball out of there. Yeah, he's just a wee bit short again. You know, he needed to get it out into the table rather than on the rail, and a slightly thinner angle, but he's got the hit. It's all about leaving a ball in play now to continue the run. So the 5's going to spot. He'll be good for a carom then. This is a bit like, again, Last Chance Saloon in this rack. He's really looking to get into the 90s himself before he finishes this visit. If he does then, he's in the mix. Well, this 5's very thin, I think. Now, once again, it's going to be hard work at distance. And the other problem is getting the 5 ball out the way, doing a post follow that way. There's more than likely going to be a collision here, so he's trying to go 2 rails into the back. And the 5 ball has gone tight to the rail, and the 3 ball is holding the spot, and he's got to check that, because if he pots the 5, the 5 ball staying down. He's really got to take the 3 here, and even then, the angle he's got in the 3 ball, the cue ball just want to come down this direction. He's looking around, but if he pots the 5, he's got to stay up that end to be able to play the 3-1 carom. And this is going to go dead to the rail. This is no good. So, big stun to get to the 1. And then when you play that shot, you've got to hope that the 3 ball stays out the way. 5 ball will now spot, and what's more, he's left a easy starter here for Coldest Pillows. But the run from Fast Eddie's 37, that puts him sort of there or thereabouts. So he's still got a chance here. We've got separation with these balls, so this cue ball is going to have to run some rails here, unless he thinks I mean, this is dangerous, banging this 3-ball and trying to spin to the 1. So here's Fast Eddie's chance. It's going to take him into the caroms. I'm pretty positive he's going to get there. Now, why is he not potting the 1? That's what I want to know. I mean, if he just nips back off that 1 ball, he's got the 1-5 carom. That takes him to 83. Wants to hit this 5-ball half ball again, either left or right side. And he should have it into the side pocket. That's now 84. 5 takes him to 89. But again, a lot of land between. Now again, he's taking the 3, which will get it spotted. Although the 5 would have been, he'd have been 1 away. The 3 was the best ball to leave him the carom. Got to play this gentle, because he doesn't want to pot the 3 in the side pocket. Yeah. As long as he takes enough of the 3-ball, the cue ball's going to run to the 5. So that's now 88, the one ball for the 89, and got to get into the kitchen. Maybe it'd be worth going 2 rails here to bring it into the kitchen. See, that's just got there. The problem now is I mean, this is not a difficult carom. It's just that the angle to get the cue ball through to the 3 looks as if you're trying to pot the 1. He doesn't like it. So the little thin edge to the 5 will do. But the 5, not quite dead, but heading in the wrong direction up into that corner pocket. But anything he gets now is a bonus. Well, again, this is not a difficult start for Coldest Pillow. He really wants to bump this from the rail. Doesn't want to hit this direct. And that's the way to do it. Try and get it out of there. Well, there's a little 2-railer from the 3 to the 5 here. If you go 5 to the 3, the danger is pushing the 3 over that corner pocket. But there's definitely a line to get into that 5 ball off the 2 rails. Oh, and that's unlucky. Where's the cue ball going? Well, here's a 2-in-1 shot if ever you've seen it. That's a shot there to go sort of that direction, something like that. And Eddie's not looking at it. But that's the sort of line you want to be taking, trying to get to that line there. If you miss the 5 and you hit that point above the side pocket, you've always got the backup shot of possibly hitting the 1. But again, he either didn't see it or didn't like it or whatever. Good afternoon to Bill. Now, Bill, I'm saying this to anybody that appears in the chat. When this match started, it had barely started and the computer locked up again. So if it happens again in this stream, don't be hanging about. I won't be starting it up again. I'll just be knocking it in the head. Can't be doing with this happening. It's happening far too frequently now. So rather than messing people about, if it's going to happen in this stream one more time, that will be it. So, Coldest Pillow on 96, fast steady, stuck there in 90, but not out of it yet. You can very quickly get rid of those 6 points. Coldest Pillow's asking, what does he do here? Well, problem is he's potting a 3 ball if he's going straight. Or it's going at a weird angle. Well, the plan was to do this match and do the other one lost side match later on at 7:30, I think it was, or whenever it is. When is the bloody match? I'm going to check again. The Jose One Pocket Slim match at 7 PM. that was the plan, but I think I'll leave it alone. I honestly do. I think my streaming days are over for the foreseeable future because I don't like doing this. I don't like doing this. I don't like live streaming and having these interruptions. And it's frustrating. Well, Eddie misses again. His run ends in 2. Well, this is the big bang for the stun onto the 3 ball off the 5. Now, how's that? That looks not too bad. Again, at distance, but the force follow is good. Now, this 3 ball doesn't look as if it's running into the 1, or it is. Well, I think it wasn't running into the 1 if he'd actually got the line. But again, that was not a difficult force follow. Although it's at distance, you don't have to. The margins are very fine because if you don't leave it fine enough, that cue ball just opens out away from the object ball. The line just opens right out. It's a lot narrower than you think it is at distance. So, Fast Eddie, again, not a good setup here. He's on a run of 1, only trailing before. But if he can pick out another hit, you never know, these balls might become a wee bit more agreeable. But I don't know what the hell he was trying there. That's another disaster. I don't know what he saw there as a shot. I mean, first of all, if he's going to try and overcut the 5 and go to the long rail on the right and come across to the 3 ball, the first thing he has to do is check the ball off the rail to keep it straight. Good afternoon to Hazad. So Coldest pillow should be on the outshot here. Now if he's playing the stun, he needs to bank this 1 ball across the table. Watch the cue ball. And that is most certainly workable. This is just take it, however much you need. You don't need to stun anything in. You just need to take the amount of the cue ball, the 1 ball here. Yeah, you see, he's trying to stun it in. The thing with that angle there is you just take the chunk of the cue ball that you need for that cue ball to run to the pocket. You don't need to stun it on that shot. There was enough room to get there. So this is now a question of whether Fast Eddie is going to try and keep that 1 ball safe. Because he's trying to dig himself out a hole. Well, that's certainly one way of doing it. That was a sort of 2-in-1 shot attempt at, spinning towards the 5. So he's got the snooker. Now the other thing as well is that you've got to get down and dirty here. Now, good hit from Coldest pillow. Now Fast Eddie has an easy opportunity here for a carom. Now, does he hit this firm to get the 5 ball running around the table up towards the 1? You've got to try and... I keep saying this at this stage of the game. If you're chasing, you've got to be the aggressor. at the right time. You see, he's just played that to hit it. Now the 3 ball's going in the right direction. No, the angle was good for that. I never even spotted that. He obviously could hit that a lot thicker than I thought. But this is what you have to do. You have to try and manoeuvre that object ball you're hitting to a better position for your follow-up shot. Now, if he'd hit that thinner with that 1 ball, he would have been on for a simple follow-up. Now it's not quite as simple, but the 1 ball where it's sitting is not good to be leaving it there. And you know, if he comes back to the top rail there, he's not leaving an easy out. Now that's going to be a draw straight into the pocket. That's just set up a gift there for Coldest Pillow to win the first rack. He obviously tried to make the carom there, didn't get it, but all he did was set it up. And had he actually played the safety shot and tried to get the cue ball onto that top rail, he would have maybe still been in the game. So after 42 minutes, I think that is, we have the first rack in the board for Coldest Pillow. And that rack for Fast Eddie was all about the opportunities missed. This is coming up a bit too high. Yeah, that's a sucker scratch almost. That's why you don't want to go in that direction where you have to be stunning hard into that 3 ball. You hit it half ball left or right, you scratch generally. Got away with it. And now this one is just take whatever you need off the 5 ball, you're going to hit the 3. You don't have to, you see he's drawn the ball there, did you notice that? He thinks he needs to draw the ball to get to that 3 ball. You don't, you just need to take whatever you need of the 5 ball and you're going to hit the 3. And that was a mistake he made there. He was convinced he had to draw to get that 5 ball hit to the 3, and it was never the case. All you're looking at there is using the angle that you've got and how much of the 5 ball you need to hit. And that cue ball's always going to hit the 3 there. That was an easy carom. Missed by playing the wrong shot, playing draw on the cue ball, and it took it off the line rather than let it hold the line. So a mistake from Coldest Pillow, but he's not really been under threat because Fast Eddie is struggling to find any consistency, but you know, that can fire up at any time in Cowboy. That's the beauty of the game. You can be horrible for a rack and a half and suddenly you're hitting everything. But if you're going to make a statement that you're here to survive, then you really need to be putting numbers together. You know, you've got to be putting 30s and 40s together. That at least sends a message to your opponent that you're capable. Well, that's not ideal. Again, this is about trying to convince yourself the 5 ball's going to go out the way here. But that's why he tried to draw. So Fast Eddie's run is 24, and probably 20 odd short of where he wanted to be on that visit. Well, this is just a gentle pot, and you can stay above the 5 ball and play the 5 to the 1. And that's finished pretty good. Problem now is, where's the pot? That 5 ball needed to run probably another foot for it to be potable comfortably. I mean, it cuts past the 3 to the top right hand corner pocket, but you know, these are not what you want to be doing to try and stay at the table. Well, that's actually quite a good nudge. That brings the cue ball in line for the 1-5. Now you see Eddie's going thin again. And I'd still be more inclined to pot that 5 ball. I think the 5 ball is more favourable for a follow-up shot, because if you stay this end of the table with the cue ball, you're possibly going to have the 5-1. That needs to bounce that cue ball, and that's not bad. That's workable. And now he's got to think about placing this 5 ball down to the bottom right pocket here. See, he's hit it soft. Well, he's hit it that soft that he can play it in the side, but you know, it's about trying to keep balls in play. So whether he hit that harder or whether he hit it soft, as long as he's keeping the ball alive, he's got a pot. And now he needs to think about the cue ball for the follow-up carom. And the force follow it will be. And the worst thing that's going to happen here is he's going to have to pot the 1 if the 5 ball goes to the bottom rail here, which it has done. So he might want to take the 3 though and leave the 1-5 or the 5-1. I think that's probably a better plan. Well, that's actually good and bad. I don't think he wanted to be there on the 3 ball, so it's forced his hand here. Or is he still going to play the 1-5? It looks like it. And he hasn't got it. And that was all really from where he finished, sort of with the 3 ball interfering with his line. He wanted to be more comfortable to be able probably to play the 5-1, and he couldn't play the 5-1 because he couldn't see the 5. So Eddie's run ends, and Coldest Pillow's not that far behind. Eddie can't get away. But Eddie's going to be back in straight away here. Coldest Pillow has stalled in 5. Well, maybe at some point Eddie's going to take the hint that he's got all these opportunities to get away I mean, that first rack, the opportunities were to at least take the lead and get to 90 long before Coldest Pillow, and he couldn't do that. So now he's not chasing Coldest Pillow, he's trying to get away from him, and he's having the same problem. He just can't put that score that matters together. This is going to be too straight, is it? No, he's fine. But it can kick into gear at any time. You've just got to not give up hope. So, pot the 3 this time, and well, he's looking to pot the 5, but he could have potted the 3 and get the... See, the thing is, you've got to get the 1 ball out of there. And I think he missed a trick there. He should have potted the 3 and played the 5-1 to just bump that 1 ball into play. Opportunities like that are what you have to be doing as well to try and progress the game. Because this 1 ball's in a dangerous spot to be running the cue ball at it. So I think he should have got it out there. He had a perfectly good opportunity to do it and refused it. And he might regret that. Because now again everything's at distance. Had that 1 ball been on its spot, this would have been a lot easier. He'd have been playing a 1-5 right now. And that's just got there. So look at the table now. This is not what you want. I mean, the 1 ball thin cuts, and probably the best you're going to get there is a 2 or 3 railer for your next carom. But it looks as if he's not going to progress much further than this at the moment. Right, I need to get behind this shot to see what there is. I mean, he can go up and down to hit the 5. He can come off the 1 and go up and down. He can the more difficult shot is going around the corner to get to the 3. To me, up and down's the easier shot. That's the one I'd be playing, up and down, because if you miss it in the way up, you could hit it in the way back. You could maybe have 2 opportunities to get to that 5. Yeah, he went to the long rail way too soon. So the run ends in 20. He's got the lead, but it's not a convincing lead at the moment. You just feel that Coldest Pillow's the more likely one to maybe put something a wee bit more substantial together, but I might have jinxed him there because he's struggling now as well. And here we go again. Here's Fast Eddie. No sooner has he left the table, he's back in. He's not got a good table anyway though. That's overcut. Well, this is where you pot the 1 and you get in position to play the 1-5. Or you stay in the kitchen to play the 1-3 up table. He's potting the 5 to play the 5-3. Well, I thought he was. See, now he's playing to get greedy. And when you're running that cue ball getting greedy, we've seen the punishment you get for doing that. But Coldest Pillow's been a wee bit more aggressive to try and get back into this. And he's killed the 5 ball. 5 ball's now dead in the rail. So straight away it's going to be hard work, so he's looking at dealing with it straight away, playing the force follow to bump this 5 out. And now he can thin cut the 1 or pot that 3, but he's got to either run through and come back into the table. Now, has he come back far enough? Now, this is pretty comfortable. It's thin, but you may well pot the 1 when you play this. He hasn't. Now you definitely got to play the 5. Pot the 5, get it on its spot. The run is 21 and the gap is narrowing. Well, run right through. Set up the 5-3. Now again with this angle, this is just nice and thin and you're going to catch the 3. He caught it full in the face, but he caught it hard enough that it's come straight off the rail back into the table. Now the 5 ball's awkward. Can he pot that 5? That's right. Well, that's handy. And now he's in the lead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There you go, Fast Eddie. Welcome to the party. What was it, 30 odd points down the drain there for Coldest Pillow. And now Fast Eddie has got to get to 90 here. He has got to get to 90. Now why didn't he just play the force follow there as well? Because this is tricky, this is dodgy and dangerous. He could have potted that 5 with ball in hand and played the force follow to the open table. But he's got it. Welcome to Hair Pig. Right, again, I'm going to sound as if I'm repeating myself, but I don't know whether you've just joined us, Hair Pig, or whether you've been there from the beginning, but right at the start of the match, I already had a lock-up. If it happens again, I won't be back. I won't be restarting the stream. We'll all just have to pile into the room and watch it. I'm just drawing the line at that. If it happens again, we're done. We're all over. Right, well, Fast Eddie's potted the 5. Again, he's got a long distance force follow here, but he's more inclined to try and play this thin. But this is where you've got to be brave and play the force follow. See, the thin one is very tricky at distance. That was a sort of in-between shot. It was encouraging you to play the force follow, but when you're going to play that thin at that distance, you've got to get it right on. He really has to get to 90 here. It'll be a big fail if he doesn't get to 90. That's the only way he's going to get back into this match, is by chasing down these caroms long before Coldest Pillow gets there. Welcome to Mark. Good afternoon. What the hell time is it? 5:30. It's still afternoon. So this match is an hour old. Oh dear. Well, no sooner have I uttered the words he must get to 90 and he breaks down on 18 and he's still 7 short. Now, rather than repeating myself every time somebody comes into the stream, I've had a better idea. Bear in mind, I've already locked up once today. If it happens again, don't be hanging around expecting it to start again. I won't be doing it. We will be over and done with. Well, there's nothing better in this game than making your opponent regret all the missed opportunities. Admittedly, Coldest Pillow's still got a lot of hard work ahead of him, but if he can get to 90 before Fast Eddie's going to be kicking himself big time. Now, this is where you cut the 5, you go to the short rail and you come into the back of the 3 if you're not sure. Well, he was trying to brush the 5 to catch the 3 and missed it completely. Oops, hang on. Wrong button. I wouldn't say it's overly hot in my bedroom. I mean, let's put it this way, Matt. There's nothing that is going to make this any better. You know, opening windows and doing all of that shit isn't going to make any difference. There's a fault, and that's it. Bottom line. Well, I still think that Coldest Pillow should have he should have cut that 5 ball, went to the rail, checked the cue ball to come into the back of the 3. Well, it's to be a wee bit warmer over the next couple of days, but in terms of warmth up here, we'll get to about maybe 70, 72 for a couple of days, and then it's to get cooler again. 70, into the 70s is a warm day in Scotland. It's to be getting to the high 70s down in the southeast of England. So, Fast Eddie stalled an 88 at the moment, and Coldest Pillow edges closer. Well, see, 93 degrees is just a stupid temperature. You know, that's just stupid. Who wants to go out in that sort of heat? You know, that's just... and that's still not as hot as what it is in a lot of places, but it's just a ridiculous temperature to be walking about in. 5 balls now. Is it still okay? Well, it's almost dead, that 5 ball. That's no good there. See, that's the beauty about Scotland. I mean, the thing is, if you're sick and tired of that sort of temperature and you think it's great, we've got nice warm weather, then, you know, Scotland's very much more a temperate climate. Yes, our prevailing winds are from the Atlantic, from the southwest. Yes, we get a lot of moisture coming off the Atlantic. We will get most of the stuff we get is not sort of locally produced weather that you get in the States, you know, with thunderstorms and stuff like that. But what we get is fronts coming in off the Atlantic generally, and then they head through and they're gone. So yes, we'll get rain, then we'll get sunshine and showers, but we'll get very comfortable temperatures. I'd much rather have our weather than being stuck in the middle of a desert somewhere in the United States and it's 90 odd degrees and 100 odd degrees in the shade. That's bullshit. That's just unbearably uncomfortable. Scottish weather, we'll get plenty of rain. We'll very rarely get droughts. Give me that any time. Well, I mean, even our winters. You know, if there's cold weather around in Scotland, then you know, the northern part of Scotland, up in the Highlands and in the Glens, they'll get below freezing, and it'll stay like that during the daytime as well. It'll stay below freezing, and we're like that as well some winters, where you know you're hovering around freezing, but that's still mild compared to lots of other places. Yes, we get cold, we'll get minus double figures and stuff, but you know, nothing that we can't survive in. You know, we're in the same latitude as like Moscow and places like that, but it's because of the fact that we're out in the ocean, we're surrounded by water that keeps us milder. But the bad news is when you get that pattern in winter time off the continent, when there's a big area of high pressure over Scandinavia and Siberia, when you get that happening, which does readily happen, then you can get that easterly wind coming in which case, where we are in the west and the southwest of Scotland, we're sheltered. The east coast of the country gets blizzards and heavy snow and all of that stuff. We'll be cold, but we'll not get a lot of snow. It takes 2 or 3 days for it to make it over to our side of the country. But no, I would always have our weather than the extreme temperatures that you get. It's much more comfortable and bearable, and we're well used to it. I mean, you think about people in Alaska as well. I mean, they get cold. They get cold in the winter, and they get a lot of rain up there as well. But you know, their climate during the summertime is probably still a lot more bearable up there. Well, it might be dark at 4 p.m. It's getting dark at 2:30 in the afternoon up here. You've got your headlights on all day up here. Yeah, well, there might not be a million people in Alaska, but I bet you the vast majority of them are not residents. The vast majority of the workers up there are all up there for the oil and all the other minerals that are going around. I wonder how many actual working population that there is in Alaska. I bet that's a big chunk of the people that are actually going around there. But that's let me have a wee look at my weather app. We'll see what the temperature is in Barrow, because Barrow is one of the most northerly towns in the United States. It's right up in the Arctic Ocean and the coastline, isn't it? Let me get my weather app, see what it is there today. It'll be a balmy sort of -1 or something like that probably. Let's have a look. I've got two weather apps that I can check. Where are we? Blah blah blah. Have I got it on this one? Well, I can tell you what temperature it is in Death Valley today. The forecast high today in Death Valley is 44 degrees, which is bloody far too warm. In Barrow, it's actually a balmy forecast for a balmy 4 degrees above freezing today. So the sea ice will be thawing out up there. Right, see you later. I was looking at temperatures in Death Valley last summer, and the temperatures were going up to 52 degrees. I mean, again, that's just crazy. Who the hell in their right mind wants to go out in that temperature? Well, with all that chatter, we've ignored the fact that Fast Eddie's finally got to 90, but Coldest Pillow is right on his tail. Well, these balls are not set very handily. You can certainly overcut the 5 and play to the 1 ball if you're crazy enough. Is Death Valley not at quite an altitude as well, though? That's a thing I think that people forget. You know, because Death Valley's in Arizona, but is it not still at maybe 3,000 or 4,000 feet above sea level? So that's where people totally forget that. Well, I know I'm definitely playing the 3-railer here off the 3 ball to the 5. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, I'm playing that every day of the week. He wants to get to this rail here to hit the 5. That's not bad. Or in behind it like that. That'll do. Now, again, the force follow is on. The 5 ball's going out the way. It could end up in a pocket, but you've got to let this run forward. And now he's in business. He's got them gathered, so he can certainly work another couple of caroms here if he's careful. Is it below sea level, the Death Valley? Oh, watch the cue ball. Oh dear. Wow. I thought it was in Arizona. What made me think it was in Arizona? Well, the run goes to 5. And there's still another one there for him. And another one to follow now. Does he hit this hard, this 5 ball, to try and bring it back down the table? No, I don't think so, because he could kill the 1 ball in the process. Let's have a look. Well, is he trying to he's trying to jack up to chip the 5 or chip to the 1? Well, now he's now got to get sensible here. If he starts running this cue ball just to get an extra carom, he's throwing 7 away possibly here. He's got to keep this safe, and that's the right thing to do. Okay, he had a sort of half-hearted attempt to get to the 5, but the more important thing is he's kept his points. The Grand Canyon is in Arizona. Well, he should have another carom here, but watch the 3 ball. And now that's dead, that's no good. And he's got to go up and down and risk potting this 5 ball. No, he's trying to spin to the 1. Well, he went up and down in a different way that I thought, and he's ended up potting the 5 anyway. So, Fast Eddie now odds-on favourite to win this rack. Oh, well, that's definitely the 3 ball out of the equation. But there is another carom there for him. 2-3 railer onto that 1 ball. He's got to hit the ball to get this, at least to be getting up there. He doesn't want to leave it short. And he's got the pace. Oh, well, that's the 1 ball dead as well now. Right, well, first thing to do here is pot the 3 ball. Whoever is in, when it's the right time, get the 3 ball up in its spot. And Coldest Pillow, the onus is on him to do something like that. He can't do it now because where the 5 ball is, but he can certainly pot the 1 and get it in its spot, and then it's not an easy carom. Definitely got to get that 1 ball in play. And this is where you have to take the risk. You have to be the aggressor when you're chasing. It's odds on you're going to lose anyway, but so you might as well go down fighting and try and getting things back into play. And there will possibly be a time to get that 3 ball into play as well. You've got to take the risk. But you never know, maybe Fast Eddie will start running balls round the table and accidentally pot that 3. Because that can always happen as well. Well, he could risk it now. I mean, you could pot the 3 now and keep the cue ball right in the pocket. It would still not be a guaranteed certainty he's going to get a carom. But Coldest Pillow's committed the ultimate sin there. He scratched. Ball in hand to Fast Eddie on 99. And trying to send the 1 past the 5. This looks good. Past the 5. Keep it in play and get the carom in the 5. It looks well set up for that. Loads of room. And then he's just got to hope that the 1 ball's good for the outshot. And this is not bad at all. That is absolutely perfect. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I mean this is good every day of the week. Half ball in the 1, and he's out. Got to hit it though. He stunned it too much. You just hit it half ball. So one opportunity gone. Now, of course, Coldest Pillow can take the caroms that he can get, but if he doesn't think he can get another one, all he needs to do is push that one ball towards the 3 and keep it safe. And he's got another one, but there will come a time where he has to make his mind up here. Like now. I mean, he can start running the cue ball, or he can just push that one ball out. So it's either going to be a sellout here, or he's going to keep that one safe near the 3. But he's not even thinking about it. He's trying to snooker him. That'll work as well. Well, this match is still only in its second rack, and we're an hour and 22 minutes into it. Fast Eddie got the hit. But again, if this is me at the table, I'm just cutting that one down towards the 3. Or I'm banking it down towards the 3. That's all I'm interested in at the moment. And that's a good shot. You know, this is what you have to do to survive. When you're trailing by 7 points, you can't take risks. You can't be over aggressive. You've just got to wait to the right time to make a move. And I like what Coldest Pillow's doing so far, because this is exactly what I'd be doing. That 3 ball could accidentally get knocked in at some point, but you don't want to be the person doing that unless you feel it's really safe to do so. So Eddie's got the hit again. So once again, all I'm doing is trying to keep the 1 safe. It's far too risky to be getting acrobatic with the cue ball and trying to get the carom. Have I locked up again? I was just double checking there. Now, the 3 rail out shot to the top left hand corner pocket is on. So it's that. Oh, that's not it. It's that, and a bit like that. That's the shot he's playing. Overcutting the 1 and 3 rails into that top left hand corner pocket. There's no thinking involved in it. That's the shot you have to call. Has he called a pocket yet? I haven't a clue. I presume he called that one up top, but that was never the shot. So an easy safety for Coldest Pillow. You don't want to be trying to get to that 5 ball, because that's going to bring the 1 ball into play with the pace that you have to hit it at. Now, you can overcut the 1. Eddie's got the overcut in the 1 and spin it to this corner pocket. As long as he misses a double kiss, he's got the chance of getting out. Now, what pocket did he call? Did he call this corner? Yeah. Good effort. Well, now, Coldest Pillow could be the aggressor and bring that 5 ball down into the kitchen here. I think that would be a wise move. Now you see what he's done there is he's left Fast Eddie a chance for a three-railer again. See, I would have sent that 5 ball down into the kitchen as well. Of course, he still probably left a shot, but I would have liked to get that 5 ball down into the mix, into this end of the table, because that's where I've got a chance of getting. Well, Fast Eddie should be, not Fast Eddie. Coldest Pillow has got to be proactive with that 5 ball. Can't do that now though. But might be worthwhile getting the 3 ball into play. So that you have to then, once you're committed to getting the 3 ball into play, you're committed to try and getting out. You're still, your odds aren't good for surviving, but you're not leaving anything really simple for Fast Eddie to get out. But now with the 5 and the 3 sitting where they are, you're fairly odds on that you're going to have a carom shot, provided Fast Eddie doesn't get out. So you've got a chance to get, to actually steal it. And look at where the 1 ball's going. Oh, this has actually ended up a bit ugly here. Well, it's an easy safety. If you can, in fact, I don't even think it is easy now that I look at it. Yeah, he's trying to push it through just for the snooker. That'll do. Now, Fast Eddie, if he's wise to the situation, the first thing he'd be doing is splitting these balls up. Just bang one of them up the table somewhere out of the way. That's no good. That's no good at all. I mean, he might as well have just handed him a ball and a plate there. He had to, I mean, anything, send one of the balls down the table here into the kitchen. Look what he's left. Coldest Pillow. That was not a sensible shot by Fast Eddie. If that was me, I'm banging one of these balls down into this kitchen and splitting them up and leaving it difficult for Coldest Pillow to get a run. What he's done here is he's set something up on a plate for him. Now he's got to get this 3 ball running, or coming into a line like that's going to be too straight, is it? No, I think he's okay. And he's got to hit the 5 ball. Got to hit the 5, and he hasn't. Is it coming back far enough? Yes, it is. Oh, this could be painful for Fast Eddie. Well, now there's separation. Well, if this is me, I'm overcutting the 1 ball and bringing a line down to the 3 and 5. There's a danger of a scratch, but it's a chance of a hit. Yeah, he's playing for the snooker, and again, that's a better choice than mine. Mine's was a bit overly aggressive, but there is a possibility of a 2 rail out shot here. That 5 ball is tight, but I think you can get that 1 ball past it. Not the 1 ball, the cue ball. Oh, and this might be set up again for Coldest Pillow. He's on 98. But the one thing with this shot by Coldest Pillow is if he's playing it really thin off the 3, he's not going to be hitting the 1 ball that far. And the problem is if he misses the 1 ball, the cue ball's going to be very adjacent for an out shot for Fast Eddie. And he's got the hit though. And now the 1 ball is sitting prime to get out on if he can get this 3 to 5 carom. Now, is it safer to go to the bottom rail and into the back of the 5? Yes, it is. Yeah, he's tried it. He's tried it. Well, that was the big risk there. And now Fast Eddie has got the outshot, and he shouldn't be missing this at all. This is just the one ball around the corner out the way, half ball right side, and the cue ball goes into the corner pocket. It's pretty much should be unmissable for a regular cowboy player, this shot. But he's got it too thick and missed it left side, which is crazy. And Coldest pillow, well, how do you like that for a carom at distance? You need to have good eyes to get the edge of that one and catch the 5. He's going 3. Got the hit. And, well, he's got to stun this in. For this, for 2-0 and a steal. No, he didn't. He didn't stun it. I mean, he lined up to play the stun and then he just went to the rail. You got to be a bit swifter with the stun shot to get out on that one ball there, Coldest pillow. So we're right down to the wire. An hour and 33 minutes now, and we've still not finished 2 racks. And where's the cue ball? Oh, not far away. So Eddie's had a couple of goes now at getting out. And these are all going to add up at the end of the day. And there you go. It's 2-0. Now, Coldest pillow, he's the first player really that I've seen in these matches where there's been a concentrated effort to protect the one ball. You've heard me talking about it. If you look at Larry last night, Larry's a perfect example. Larry had no thought whatsoever about protecting the one ball, hence why he ended up losing the match. You know, Larry was all out attack, and he did not play the protect mode and keep the one ball safe to give himself a chance. He never did it. Coldest pillow did it the right way. He played a lot of cover shots to stop Eddie getting good on the one, and he certainly didn't take risks where he was leaving an open one ball. There was a couple of chances Eddie had, admittedly, and certainly the first one he should have been out on. But you know, if you can't get the job done and the guy's chasing you down and picks your pocket like that, you'll learn the hard way. So Coldest pillow, I wouldn't say necessarily in a comfortable lead, but we've not seen an awful lot of consistency and high enough points from Fast Eddie to suggest that he's going to pull this out the fire. But I would also say that Coldest pillow needs to be a little bit more heavy in the scoring more frequently if he's going to survive much deeper as well into the one-loss side, because there's trouble ahead with whoever's coming across from that winner's side, and you've got to be looking at setting your average a bit higher in terms of what your scores are if your chances of survival are going to be there. Like, for example, the 22 that he's on now, that needs to be like 42 before he's finished. You know, that's the sort of scores you're looking to get. You want to be getting 30 odds, 40 odds. Oh, there we go again. He played the sucker scratch. Far too heavy. And it's all down the pan. Oh, the alarm bells have got to be ringing when you play shots like that. You know, you know fine well you're dicing with death doing that. So Fast Eddie has been let off the hook. He's got ball in hand in the kitchen, although it seems to be he's left the building for the moment. Either that or I've locked up again, which I haven't. Well, he misses the pot. And it's so frustrating. You're trying to get into the game. And you've already sat there for like, 8 or 9 minutes while Coldest Pillow put something together there and then lost it, and then you come to the table, bang, you're away from the table within 10 seconds. But he's back again. Well, an easy carom will follow when he pots that, or is that the 5 ball that he's potting? Aye, it is. I thought the 5 ball was over the right side, but it's a 3. You know that when you're 2-0 down, there has to be a point in the match for Eddie where he sticks one together. But you'll be patient all afternoon as a player, that you're always living in hope that you're going to get something like that. And when it never comes, suddenly you're out of the tournament. So the first objective is to get a decent little run and keep the points. That's the first goal. This is dangerous. Yeah, he got it. He got it pretty much full in the face, that 3 ball. Very risky shot to take. Oh, he's overcut it. So the potting in this 10-foot table is not easy. Fast Eddie's contribution there, what was it, just 19? And of course the other thing is, you're just not a regular player on a 10-foot table in VP4. If you're used to the 9-foot 95% of the time of your gameplay, then you come to this table every now and again. You're not just going to suddenly. It's not like riding a bike. Everything's not going to fall into place. Your perspective changes with a bigger table. All of that changes. And you can't hit the ground running. But I think the other side of the coin is, Eddie, that if you're already 2 racks to 0 down, you have to show signs of life. But his 20-point lead that he had isn't going to last long. Who's I don't know who you're talking about, Slim. R.I.P. Don. Anyway, good afternoon to Slim. I never knew that that was his character's name. I know it's Donald Sutherland. I never knew that was his character's name. I just always called him the hippie guy. Yeah, 88 years old he was. And about 200 movie credits I think he had. Well, if you've just joined us, the story for Fast Eddie is all the opportunities missed. He's just not been able to score. And then that second rack that he was on 100 for like half an hour while Coldest Pillow was keeping it tight, chasing him down, keeping the 1 ball safe, as I keep talking about. And, you know, it worked for him. Coldest Pillow pinched the second rack. So, but he's the only player in the tournament that's made a concerted effort when he's been 100 to like 92 behind, as he was in that second rack. He's the only player so far who's actually taken the commentator's advice and actually protected the 1 ball and just bided his time to try and gather points when he could and always try and keep that 1 ball safe. Didn't take risks. He did take a couple of risks. And let's be honest, Fast Eddie had pretty much a sitter of an outshot that he duffed up. He should definitely have been one rack all, Fast Eddie. Well, I wouldn't advise you to do it, Slim, but the thing is, before you arrived, when this match started, the match was barely, I don't even think the match started, and my computer froze up and I had to do a restart. And I've already said before you arrived, if this happens again during this stream, that's me done for the day. I won't be doing anything else. And by the time this match, this match is going to run for quite a while unless Coldest Pillow wins this third rack. You know, it's what are we? 4:30 we started, so we're 1 hour and 45 minutes. If Fast Eddie starts getting his act together, we could be here a long while. But one more lock up and I'm out of here. I'm not going to waste you guys' time or mine. Well, I'll stream if I can. I could go down at any time, and if I do, I'm done. That's all I can say at the moment. I was hoping to actually have a coffee break and come back for that match. But that is all up to Coldest Pillow and Fast Eddie. Watch the cue ball. Good evening, good afternoon to Matt. Again, word of warning for all latecomers. If this stream locks up again, I am not coming back. I'm gone. It's happened once today, very early on, and if it happens again, I won't waste your time. Just jump into the room to watch it if you want to stay with it. And likewise for the match with Jose and Slim at 7:30 tonight. Well, I think it's 7:30. Is it 7 or 7:30? I've totally forgotten when the bloody match starts. It's 7 o'clock. So it's actually only 45 minutes away, and we're going to be hard pushed for this to be finished. Unless Coldest Pillow can run away with it. Coldest Pillow. Oh, is he getting it around the corner? Oh, he's a lucky boy. But you'll take what you can get. He needs to stop this apologising bullshit. That's what annoys me. Especially in Cowboy. You'll get a run of the ball, you'll get a hit, but give in with the apologising crap. First of all, I would never mean it. And nobody does when they say it. I don't think he's sitting too good here though. And he's trying the one pocket slim escape, which didn't work. And no doubt one pocket slim will be doing far too many of these draw shots against Jose tonight. Slim needs to expand his imagination for Cowboy. He's too much draw. So he is, for my liking. You need to widen your horizons, Slim. Mind you, that's probably why, you know, I widened my horizons during the tournament. That's why I'm not in it anymore. Well, this rack is sort of neck and neck at the moment. Now, where's that a quote from, Mark? Aye, well, she's only played one match, though. So the odds would always come down. She got to round 3 without hitting a ball. Well, Fast Eddie gets the pot, gets the carom, gets the open table, but look at where he stuck the cue ball. He's right on top of the 5. Trying to read the potting angle. Has he got the backup carom? Yes, he has. And that's the advantage of having the open table shot. You can always get a little escape route like that. Right, what was the final score in that second match today, Mark? I can't even remember who was playing. Is it France that's playing tonight? I think France is playing tonight. Might I get downloading? What the hell's he talking about? What sort of bloody language is that? "2-1 to the Ukraine." Oh, that's a good result for them. They lost their first match, didn't they? I'm pretty certain they did. Well, this could end up being quite an important visit here for Coldest Pillow, because the run goes to 31. The total is 77. Oh, he hasn't put the line again. So Fast Eddie's still got a chance to get to that 90 before Coldest Pillow. But that 3 ball's no good sitting up there. And again, this is a thin one. Now ideally he wants to run onto that short rail up top so he can pot the 3. He hasn't. He's caught the 5 too thick and more or less killed it as well, but he's got to play the 3 and try and get the 3-5 and bring it back into play. Right, let's see where he's sitting. Where's the spot? The spot's there, so you just want to play this so you're nudging the 5 and you're more or less leaving the pot on it. Well, he chose to go to the long rail first. But it's worked out. Oh, now does the 3 ball spot? No, it doesn't. 3 ball spot is occupied by the cue ball. Well, was it Larry's match last night that we had a rare occurrence in Cowboy? We had who the hell was Larry playing, by the way? Because I've totally forgotten, and even though I streamed it, I've totally forgotten who he was playing. But anyway, they were on 100. In fact, it was you, Plonker Rodney, wasn't it? They were on 100, or was it Larry that was on 100? And the one spot was occupied for the outshot. But the one ball obviously disappeared off the table. And I think it was you, Plonker Rodney, came to the table and he just had to play a foul because there was no one ball to get out of, which was crazy. Now you see, this is where my theory would actually work in Cowboy. Is that if a ball doesn't have its own spot, then it should go on to the highest spot available. Well, Fast Eddie's he's choosing just to throw his points away again. I think it was on 20 odd there, and now it's gone again. No, I haven't played that Days Gone, but I downloaded that one. Oh, what's that one with the what the hell is it called? Hang on a minute to tab out. I've got a shortcut on my desktop. I've forgotten the name of the bloody game already. I downloaded that Crime Boss Rocky City. I haven't really played it. I did the first tutorial thing in it. I'll have another look at that tomorrow. But I downloaded that this afternoon. Rocky City thing, sort of gangster thing. It's a first-person shooter, basically. That's what it is. Which I don't really like, but it's got a single-player mode where you're controlling 3 other players as well. And you're based, well, I think all I've done so far is rob a jewellery shop. Yeah, Body Cam's a game I've seen on the websites as well. Well, Coldest Pillow edges ever closer to that 90. Now that's a nice little shot. He would have probably, I mean, there's no point leaving the 3 ball there. He would have probably potted the 5 if he could get the 5, but he's got to get his mathematics right here, his basic arithmetic right, because he needs the 1 ball and then he needs the carom to follow. So it all has to add up to 90. Yeah, Rocky City it's called. ROC, it's supposed to be like Miami, I think it is. Crime Boss Rocky City it's called. The trailer and all of that crap's on YouTube. Well, Coldest Pillow on the home straight here. Oh, he hasn't got the draw right there at all. And Fast Eddie almost in last chance saloon territory. It's I think it's ROCKAY City. So the name of the game is Crime Boss Rocky City. Well, Fast Eddie's contributions are short and sweet. Just the 7 points. And not only that, but he's set. And now Coldest Pillow can hit this 5 full in the face. He hasn't quite. But he could play a risky stun. I don't think he'll bank and pot the 5, but he can certainly stun to the 3, but he's actually not found the line at all. It's just sort of going through the motions now when you're at this stage. But it's another opportunity though for Fast Eddie to put a score together and survive. So this match is now 2 hours old. Started at 4:30 and it's now 6:30, 6:31. It's about 80 odd meg, the game, I think. So this is 3 ball. Oh no, he's on a pot. I thought it was 3 ball to the railing, bump into the back of the 5, but he's actually on a pot. Well, with Coldest Pillow only 91 and Fast Eddie on 72, there's still a fair glimmer of daylight here for Fast Eddie to survive. I mean, he's not dead and buried yet. It's all in his hands, though. Well, he could have done with not doing that. He's sort of killed the 1 ball. Well, again, he wants to come down off this 5 ball if he can and pot that 1. And that's what he should be doing. I mean, the 5 ball's over the hole, but I mean, he'd probably be better potting the 5 now that the 3's finished where it has. But he could still pot the 1 and have a can, but probably 5's the best bet. Because at least he knows he can continue with the carom. But again, after this carom, he should seriously think about potting the 1 if he can. Just depends on how these balls finish up. Because the 3 ball clearly is going to the left side. Oh, he's hit it hard. And now he can pot the 1. Well, he's still looking up at this end of the table, but you've got to get that 1 in play. What the hell's he doing? I mean, if he pots the 1, he's got a carom from the 3 to the 5. Got to look at how tight that is to the rail, though. It's off the rail. But the 1 ball needs to be on its spot. I don't think it's any good sitting there. And that hasn't done any harm. So 84. Now if he caroms the 3 and cuts the 5 in with this carom, he's on 90. Just like that. And now, how's he set for the 5-1? He's pretty good for the 5-1, but again he's looking to play this thin. You've got to play this as a force follow. This is way, way thin. Yeah, he's got it, but he's again very, very dicey to get them as thin as that. Well, now he's into the caroms, 91 apiece. The run is 34. He's got to keep the points. Got to keep them. Well, at least that's what he's done. The run ends in 34. But straight away, Coldest Pillow's got a shot. But got to think about how to stay at the table, though. What can he do with this 5 ball? Well, there's a mistake. Trying to be proactive. And he's given Fast Eddie a good chance here to force follow the 5 to the 3 and bank the 5 down towards the 1. Well, he's going the other side. I don't know why he's not going this side to bank the 5 that way up to the 1 and play the force follow to the 3. I don't understand this. This has got me confused. I don't know why he's doing this. Clearly he's got a plan. Well, he's got the hit. The 5 ball has come down and he's got a follow-up shot. I'll give him his dues there. Oh dear. Oh, he's got it. I thought he'd missed it. Well, we're approaching a similar situation to rack number 2 here. Fast Eddie is building up a little lead. I mean, it looks easy enough to come back off the 1 onto the 5. Problem is, of course, now here's a two-way shot. Again, you've got to overcut that 3. He's looking at 2 options here. See, I'm always looking at the second option, which is going 2 rails like that to play a 2-in-1 shot. See, that's the shot I would have played. The 2-in-1 shot there to come down in the 1 and find a line to the other ball if I don't hit the first one. And again, he either didn't see it, didn't like it, and he ended up with just the 1 option, the 1 chance, whereas my shot had the 2 chances. So Eddie's run was 4. The important thing is he kept his points. He's got a 3-point lead, and he's still, for the time being, in the match, very much so. Well, there's 2 shot choices off that 3 ball. Both of them are tricky because you're cutting the ball towards the corner pocket. But the shots to the 5 ball, that's going too tight too soon. And likewise for Fast Eddie, the same shot, but a lot safer in terms of not potting the 3. He's got to go for it. Ideally though, he wants to come to the short rail in the bottom and kick it into the back end of that 5 ball. He seems reluctant to be playing it. I don't know why. I mean, this is a shot I'm playing every day. That shot there, like that, down to there, and kick the 5. That's a shot. Again, he's not even looking at the 3 ball. I can't understand why he's not looking at the 3 ball. That 5 ball's a huge target to hit. A very big target, and I don't understand why some players just don't see that, or they're reluctant to play it. If you get the line right, you're coming to the short rail in the bottom. You're coming to the short rail in the bottom to kick the 5, so you're not going to scratch if you pick the line right. And you know, again, he's given Coldest Pillow a shot. And Jose has come online. He's going to get a wee bit of practice in. 20 minutes before his match. Well, different players, that's true. But that, to me, was the most obvious shot in the book. It's coming into the back of the 1. And again, he's got the follow-up. Hang on a minute. We are back. So Fast Eddie with a slender lead. What's he trying to do here? He's trying to get into a tight space. That looks good. That was very well done. Did his best to try and get the 5 ball back into play. Hasn't quite managed it. And now he's got a little spinner off the rail onto that 1. This looks good. Oh, he didn't. I think he played that too hard. I think you've just got to play it, let it get to the rail sooner so that the spin can bring the cue ball out onto the one. He spun round the back of it. So, Coldest pillow bumps the 5, and now it's more or less out of play now, that 5 ball. It's getting too tight. Well, there is a crazy 2-railer to this 3 ball. Possibly a 3-rail if you get it tight into the corner on the right side off the long rail, but the only problem is you're potting the 1 ball more or less into the side pocket, so he's just decided to keep his 2 points. So now, nothing to stop Fast Eddie potting that 5 ball and bringing it into play. He's not leaving an easy carom, but the longer it sits there, and likewise with the 3 ball, the longer this match drags on. Oh, there's a cheeky little crossover. That was well played. Well, the 5 ball's definitely dead now. Well, somebody's got to be the aggressor. I mean, I don't get into this situation that often, I'll tell you, because as soon as a ball's locked up over a pocket, I'm looking for the first opportunity to get it back into play. I've got no patience to drag on for 25 minutes doing this. This just does my head in. Right now, that 5 ball would be on its spot, because the 1 ball's stuck in the rail, 3 balls tight in the corner. There's no reason not to get the 5 ball onto its spot right there. Well, that'll do. Nothing simple set up here at all. Now, Slim, are you still there? Oh dear. Well, the good news for Eddie is he didn't have any points on the board. So you're going to stream your own match, right? Well, I'll leave you to it then. Well, Fast Eddie, 2-0 down. Well, he made the move at the wrong time. That's the best way to describe that. Now here's another possible 2-way shot off this 5, I think. You can go from the 5 to the back rail and come down the right hand side. It's more than likely you're playing for the 3 ball. I don't think the 1 ball's quite in line, but that's the shot I'd be playing. He's playing the big draw, I think, from the 1 to the 5. Never got the line anywhere near it. So now Fast Eddie has, he took the big risk to get the 3 ball sort of in play, and Coldest Pillows only managed to get 1 out of it, so Fast Eddie should be quite happy with that, and now he's got a chance to stun down onto the 3, inside the 3 though, but he's never played that right at all. That was terrible. He's far better than that to be playing a shot like that. Absolutely nowhere near the 3 ball. And look at where the 1's going. This is exactly what you want to do when you're on 97. But you've got to be careful now. Feather light touch needed here. That's too heavy. Oh, tell you, he's lucky. That was a touch like a sledgehammer there. But that gets him to 99. And now, well, it's the force follow down into the top corner pocket, down into that one there. Is that the one he called, or has he called the side? Now, you can't draw in off the 3 though, because that would be a foul. Yep, that's not going to count. He doesn't realise that yet, but he's about to find that out. Watch this. There you go. Yeah, well, you've just, that's the rule. You can't hit a ball. Commentator's eye. Yeah. So you can't use that ball to make the pocket bigger. You have to get a clean scratch. So Coldest Pillows learned a few of the rules of Cowboy, as has Fast Eddie. The two of them now realise that you can't do it. I called it long before he played it because I knew it was coming. I knew that's what he was going to do, because the outshot was always force follow up the rail into that corner pocket there. That was the only clean shot you could play, or you could play to the side pocket, but you cannot draw to this pocket and use the 3 to go in because it's illegal. So that's the other reason for playing in the tournament. Even though it's only once a year, you begin to learn the rules. And Fast Eddie with a slender 1-point lead, and Coldest Pillow with the match in his grasp there, but he blew it all on that outshot. Now, Fast Eddie has got to overcut the 5 and bring this cue ball down to the 3. That's the shot. You've got to overcut the 5 like that, bring the cue ball off that rail down to the 3. He's trying acrobatics there, you know, changing the laws of physics, trying to get to that 3 ball from there. But that was a shot. Overcut that, go to the rail and come down. But Coldest Pillow is in with possibly his next opportunity to get out here. Now this is tricky. Just got to brush that 5 and no more. Doesn't want to pot it. Well, I think that 1 ball is no good there. He's playing the 5 to the 3, or at least trying to. I think what I'd have been trying to do would be to clip the 1 and come to the 5 there. If only just to get the 1 ball out of there, because it's no good where it's sitting. And Fast Eddie on 99. Well, Eddie, this is a sort of 2-in-1 shot. You've got to go left side of the table as we look. Left side of the 3 ball. He's looking at right side, but I think he's got to go left side and try and find a line heading towards the 1, but you're really aiming for the 5. Because the 1 ball, as I say, is just not good for an outshot where it's at. He's going the other side. Is he going to get the nick? Yes, he is. Well, this is doable. Let's have a look. It is certainly doable. You know, you bump that one into the rail and get the top running in the cue ball. You've just got to miss the 3 ball, and that's the dicey bit about this. There we go. There we go. Oh, goodness me. And would you believe it? I mean, that's as close as you're ever going to get to being out there. He did everything right. Unbelievable it didn't go in. Oh, this is... And look at where the one's sitting now, of course. It's sitting in an ideal position for an outshot. At least it is until Coldest Pillow hits it. And he's got the draw. Where's the one going, though? Oh, it's... Well, this is another one of these to test Coldest Pillow's stun off this one. This for the match. And again, you need more practice at them to get out. So Fast Eddie with a chance to survive. Now once again, this is very tight to drop into the side pocket. Very tight. But that's what he's called. So it's a dead weight drop off that jaw. I mean, this is, you barely brush this. That's way too heavy. I mean, that is far too heavy. You know, that had to be a lot. So you're talking about just rolling there with a breath to get to the one, and it's dying a death to drop in. It's never going at that pace. So this time for the match for Coldest Pillow. And 5 minutes away from One Pocket Slim and Jose. And would you believe it? Coldest Pillow's done everything but go into the pocket, off both jaws. And Fast Eddie, well, he needs to get the one ball out of the way, because this is very much in the way here. I'm not convinced about the line he's got on that one ball, because I think he realises that the one ball's in the way, trying to get there. He's now trying to draw. This one ball's going to get to the pocket before the cue ball, by the way. You see what I mean? And there you go. Game, set, and match. He's set it all up. There's the gift of the day by Fast Eddie. So, Coldest Pillow with the 3-0 win survives. That was the fatal move that Eddie made there, because that, as I said, that one ball was always going to get to the pocket before the cue ball. The problem is it rattled in the pocket and ended up in a complete gift. So we need an update. We have where are we? There we are. We have Coldest Pillow through now, waiting on the winner of Jose and One Pocket Slim. So the news to you guys is that my live streaming is so unreliable. I mean, I've gone for the best part of an hour there. The chat has all gone on my live stream for some reason. That doesn't matter. We're done. But like I said, we had a freeze up very early on in this match, and I said that if it did go down again, that was me done, and it hasn't. But Slim is going to be doing his match, so if you want to watch that match, it will be on his channel. And Slim is going to be streaming while he's playing. Meanwhile, I'm off for a coffee, and I'll probably drop in and have a look at what's happening in that match. So thanks for joining, guys, and we'll see you again soon at some point. But I think my streaming days are over. I really do. I don't like this idea of streaming and breaking down and having to restart. So I might be done. So we'll see you later, chaps. Take care. See you soon.